Paul says, I just attended the 3-week program and I feel great, but it's clear that I'm losing muscle mass. It seems that I'm not getting enough calories and or protein, and my body is taking from my muscle to feed itself. I work out every day and I work out very hard, so how can I counter this?
Well, Paul is obviously not knowledgeable about the diet then. Many people sit here for 3 weeks and don't hear a word we say, and I don't know why, but I can say this to you, that this is the highest protein diet on the planet Earth, and I'll repeat this so there's no question about it. And again, if one is still in the old paradigm thinking you need animal protein, I guess this would confuse you. This is the highest protein diet on the planet Earth. Why I am very successful in training successful athletes to develop muscle mass better is because of this. But what happens initially is that when bodies are built improperly and incorrectly, and they're weakly built, and they're not strong, and they don't have the fibrin that's supposed to be there, they have to decompose before they recompose. So it's quite normal process to shed the old, not so strong body before you can gain the very strong, healthy body. If Paul had his eyes open, I know I wasn't here all the time, he would have seen at 60 years old my muscles are very strong with about 3 or 4% body fat. Now I've been on this diet for 40 years, Paul, not 2 months. And bottom line is, I eat this way 100%. I don't know how much weight Paul is lifting, but progressively, first you start very low. Hopefully you can get a trainer who knows how to teach you, and then slowly but surely you lift heavier and heavier weights if you want to develop bigger, better muscles. Paul should then take more sprouts because, again, sprouts, blue-green algae, and green algae are the highest forms of protein on the planet Earth. If that's not enough for Paul, he may want to get the new product called Sun Warrior. And Sun Warrior is by far the strongest, highest, most available and easy to digest vegan protein powder on the market, better than any protein powder on the market. Not the whey that destroys kidneys, by the way. I hope you didn't take that, the last listener. And not the soy that you can't digest, but fermented brown organic rice. And that is one that many people take who want to develop up. What you really need, Paul, and you are right on that first part of your question, is you need to eat more carbohydrates. And what you really need to do is put a little effort in this. Not just sit around and eat greens if you want to gain weight back. What I had to do when I got really thin is I had to start eating a lot of sprouted grains and a lot of sprouted beans. And I had to learn to use a dehydrator. It wasn't too hard, actually. And basically, I didn't make it my life's work. Every couple of weeks, I would take gallons and gallons and gallons of sprouted grains. And let's give an example to the listeners. If you like oatmeal cookies as an example, make 10 1-gallon jars, 4-liter jars of oat sprouts. Get the same juicer, hopefully you have, that you're making green juice and wheatgrass with, and put them through there. Now you have a giant, giant bowl of sprout oat dough. Now you can throw some stevia in there, you can throw some cinnamon, some nutmeg in there, make them into little cookies, put them in your dehydrator. Voila, now you have 2 weeks that you can overeat healthy cookies. These are the ways that you get to slow down the metabolism and give yourself the ability to pick up the fat that literally is what turns into muscle. 82% of muscle comes from fat. So you have to put a little bit of that in by eating healthy things like sprouted grains or sprouted beans. How about taking a sprouted chickpea, grinding it up, putting onions and garlic and making burgers or pates out of them. Now you have them dehydrated. 2-3 week supply. When you come home, you're tired, eat a big salad, eat 1, 2, 3 of those, and you're in business. So I've never seen a person not regain strength and muscle if they do what they're supposed to do.